Well, we love Wednesdays in Morning Live because it's halfway to the weekend, and it's also when we get to check in with Burlington's Mayor, Marianne Meed Ward. Good morning.
Good morning, Bob. I thought you were going to stop at we love Wednesdays because we get to talk to the mayor of Burlington.
Well,
But
I
it's
should have reversed that. That's the number one reason.
awesome.
So let's talk about step two, and no new cases reported in Burlington yesterday. That's good. I mean, we've been talking about Tansley Woods dealing with that outbreak and the vaccination issues, but that aside, the numbers way down and no new cases. That's good. How's the reopening going in Burlington? And are you worried about businesses? We've talked to other mayors. It's quite precarious now. We're past the metrics for step three, but we're still restricted with reopenings with business.
Well, certainly, I think the community and the scientific indicators that the province is using are there to warrant the next stage. I understand the hesitation. We've been down that path before we headed into the third wave, which was the worst. So I understand the caution. At the same time, with the vaccines being what they are, close to 80%, I'm sure we'll hit that number today, and over 44% in Halton having their second dose. So we're doing really, really well here in Halton, people getting their vaccination. And vaccines and masks are the two best ways to continue to protect yourself. Both are needed still and will be needed for a while. So I know our residents are really itching to get back out there and enjoy more things, and and our businesses are ready to reopen safely, I know.
Oh yeah, because it's been so tough on restaurants. We do have a new one we just visited, the Port House on Lakeshore, so that's good news.
It is good news. It's great to see businesses stepping out in hope, and that people will be there. And we've done a lot, as we've talked about on the show before, to expedite permits and patios and make sure we've given up our sidewalk space and allowed restaurants to put folks outside because that's all they could do right now, but that gave them additional revenue generation. So, we're going to continue to work with our businesses and do everything we can. We've had grant programs and property tax deferrals. We've really done everything we can in our wheelhouse in the municipality to support our businesses, and we'll keep advocating for them because we know, especially in the hospitality sector, that's the hardest hit and is going to be the longest to recover.
Oh, yeah. We haven't spoken since the long weekend. Apparently there was a lot of fireworks complaints, day after day after day of fireworks. Are there plans to enforce that a little more going ahead?
So we do have enforcement. We also have recently, in the past year or so pre-pandemic, we updated our bylaw to only allow personal private discharge of fireworks on Victoria Day and Canada Day, and we only allow sale of fireworks in the city limits 6 days prior to those 2 days. So it's fairly restrictive already. However, people don't follow the rules, and that's the challenge. And the other challenge is locating who's setting them off. So we really, really need residents to call it in as soon as they hear it. Putting it on Facebook the day after and alerting me is not necessarily going to help us enforce in real time. But the challenge is by the time anyone attends a location, the fireworks may be done. And how do you know what property it came from? So it's a little easier to find in parks. And we had police and bylaw and others out this past weekend. There was a party at the beach that was over 400 people. They dispersed that. There were fireworks there. But they're smaller all over the city, and it's really tough to get there in time to identify which property so the charges can be laid. So we really need the public to be eyes and ears. If it's right beside you, literally call that in as soon as you can, and we'll do our best to respond and act appropriately.
Okay. I don't know if there'll be fireworks, but a big party is coming next year. You mentioned last week the 75th anniversary of the Burlington Teen Tour Band. Are there plans at this early stage? What can we squeeze out of you on this?
Well, a couple of things. They are definitely planning some events to mark the 75th anniversary, but they are also hoping, and hope is the word of the moment, I think. They're hoping to be able to march in the St. Patrick's Day parade in Dublin, Ireland in March 2022. So
cool.
That's something for us all to start looking forward to is international travel and getting back to some of those things that we love. They're our international ambassadors and carry the Burlington name far and wide. So we really hope that will be a possibility for them.
Absolutely. Well, we got to march off, but thanks for your visit. Always good to see you. It's why we love Wednesdays.
It's why we love Wednesdays. Thanks, Bob. a great day.
You too.